The Corcoran Group published the second quarter report last week, and there's some interesting findings. Pricing is down. The median price is down by 2% for the fourth quarter in a row. Sales volume is also down. Now what's up? Inventory is up and rental prices are up. So stay with me, and I'm going to unpack all the details so that you can have an informed view of the market. And if you listened to my tip at the end of my video last quarter and took advantage, you got a great buy. So watch to the end so that you know what this month's tip. The average price is now $1,816, and that is down by 5% when we compare it to last quarter. Last quarter, there were more sales over $20 million. Now that segment of the luxury market has been quiet this quarter with fewer sales along Billionaires Row. The median price is down by 2% compared to last year, but it's down 10% compared to the first quarter. Now, why is that? Because sales under $2 million have been very sluggish. Last quarter, sales volumes were 5% off of the historical average for the second quarter, but they were down 23% compared to last year. Now, that sounds like a big bad number, but you have to bear in mind that last year at this time, we were experiencing historic sales volumes that were reaching a 14-year high. As I was tracking signed contracts this past quarter by week, one of the interesting things I noted is that April and May started to show an increase in activity. Where it didn't show an increase in activity was below $2 million. And that partly is a function of inventory, but it's also because of high mortgage rates. As a result of lower sales volume, we are seeing that it is taking longer to sell a property. It went up 25% this quarter, so on average, that's about another month, and you're looking at 131 days to sell your property if it's priced appropriately and looks good online. Even with high mortgage rates, many buyers below $2 million are in the market because we have seen a sharp increase in rental prices over the past couple of years. Even this May, rental prices were up 7% compared to last year. So buyers are taking a look and saying they need to fix their housing costs. How do they have a stable monthly payment? And that's by purchasing, because you can always refinance later. Here is my tip for this quarter. If you are a seller and you're not certain if you're going to get your price and you have the option of also renting your place, many people don't realize that you can put your home on the market to rent and to sell at the same time. Now, in our system, it'll show us that it's both for rent and for sale. There are advantages and disadvantages to that. The advantage to you as the seller is that you don't have to make the decision of what to do, rent or sell. You can simply let the market tell you what's possible. Now, the disadvantage is I know myself when I'm looking and I see a property for rent and for sale, I'm always asking myself, is this seller realistic, or are they just looking for a high price that the market won't bear? At the close of the second quarter, inventory levels were at 7,338 homes on the market. That is a 2-year high. What is interesting in terms of the inventory is that buyers looking below $2 million had 6% fewer options than they did, and buyers over $2 million had 7% more options. Below the $2 million mark, many sellers are looking at a sharp uptick in their monthly housing expenses if they buy and go into another mortgage for a different property. And that's causing many of them just to sit tight. And that explains part of the reason that we don't have a lot of inventory in that price. The market has really taken a hit this past quarter. We saw that sales were down 42% and the median price down 23%. And inventory is down 16%. Now, this is a neighborhood that I specialize in, and one of the things I can tell you is that if someone owns a Harlem condominium, chances are very good that they bought a few years ago when mortgage rates were much lower than they are today. Additionally, they may have purchased at a much higher price per square foot than the market can bear right now. I am expecting many of these owners, if they need to move on for a reason, to rent rather than sell. And that's part of what is keeping this particular market down. On the Upper East Side, they saw a very stable quarter. Now, the resale market on the Upper East Side is down 21%, but sales volume remained largely steady because of all the new condominiums. You may have read about the exciting signed contract at 180 East 88th Street, the penthouse, and that was listed at $20 million, and it is represented by Corcoran Sunshine. On the Upper West Side, inventory increased by 10%, and while the average price is down 6% to $1,973 a square foot, that is certainly far more than the overall Manhattan average of $1,816. Now, what we are seeing on the Upper West Side is there's a number of very beautiful luxury new developments on the market, all the way from 200 Amsterdam Avenue, which has been getting some headlines because of the large ticket sales there, all the way up to Claremont Hall, a really beautiful Robert A.M. Stern designed condominium located in the heart of Columbia University. As the research gets better and better every quarter and it is more granular, we are able to see what's going on in different segments in the market. If you are a buyer or a seller and you're not sure how all of this applies to your particular situation, ask me anytime. I'd be happy to help. Even if you're not planning on selling anytime soon, I am more than happy at any time to discuss what the value of your property may be.